Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Slightly Rotten Carvings channel. I'm your slightly rotten host, and today I have this Spalted Sycamore heart tray that I'm going to be putting a water-based top coat on. And this is a piece of wood that has a lot of bug damage. And let's see if I can get a good view of that for you. A lot of bug holes up here. Kind of adds an interesting characteristic, I think. It's pretty solid. I mean, it's not gonna, it's not gonna crumble on anybody or anything, but so I've never dealt with this much bug damage, so it's going to be interesting to see how this stuff goes on. The reason I'm using the water-based stuff is because it forms a kind of a solid shell that will really help to protect the outside of this. It doesn't penetrate into the wood as much as some other stuff like oils would, but I think, and also some oils will change the hue of the wood into something more yellow. And I've done that with sycamore before, and for this I want to keep it lighter. So that's why I'm using this water-based top coat. It's probably going to soak it up pretty good. And I hope I have enough. This is all I have here. I should have enough, but I have to order some more of that. So yeah, we'll get started here and see what happens. I think it'll be fine. We'll see. We'll see what happens with all the bug holes. And I got this old dish strainer to keep it propped up when I put it in the kiln to help it dry or cure. So I'm going to hit the back first, and then I'm going to prop it up here so I can hit the rest of it without touching it. I have to get my gloves, so I'll be back in 1 second. All right, and I'm going to pour this stuff into this little container there because I can't fit these larger brushes into the jar. So there's an interesting story behind this sycamore wood, this particular stuff. And I have a few more pieces of it. It's kind of a sad story, to be honest. It was kind of a weird day, the day I acquired this stuff. I do landscaping here in town, and every once in a while somebody will ask us to take down a small tree or get rid of a stump or something. Well, someone who lived about 2 blocks away asked us to remove a big old about a 10-foot sycamore stump. I think it was about 3 feet. It was about 3 feet thick, 10 feet tall. At the top of it, it had a big old section that was where an old branch was that had rotted out. So there was a big hole in the side of it. I started cutting it down with a chainsaw at about 9:30 in the morning. It went okay. I'm not the best with felling trees, but It went all right. Anyway, long story short, I got it on the ground and was cutting it into sections. And I got to the section where the hole was, the old dead rotted out branch. And that was the highest part of the old stump when it was standing. And I started cutting it in half, kind of right where the hole was. And I felt my chainsaw kind of hit something a little more solid than the rotted wood that the tree was, you know, made out of at that height. And I saw a little bit of what I thought was feathers shooting out of the hole. And before I could really do anything, I saw an animal run right out of the hole and start, you know, scurrying about in a panic and horror. And I could tell I had hit it and probably mangled one of its legs or something. I don't know. It was something was hanging off of it that wouldn't normally hang off of it, and it was probably in pretty bad shape. I mean, I was kind of in shock. I knew I had hit something, you know, but anyway, I tried to chase it to kind of, I was hoping to put it out of its misery if it was in that bad a shape, but I couldn't catch it. It got up a tree, and that's that. I couldn't chase it up the tree or anything. And anyway, after that, I looked in the hole where it had run out, you know, scurried out of, and there was a few other dead and mangled squirrels in there. It was a sad event. I like squirrels, and I don't like really causing unnecessary pain, you know, so it was kind of traumatic, you know what I mean? I murdered a whole family of squirrels that day, and I guess I'm trying to maybe honor this wood, right? Or honor the squirrels by making something nice with their home that I murdered them in, right? So that's kind of the story behind this sycamore here. And it's kind of depressing, but you know, what are you gonna do? It was an accident. And crap, there's plenty of squirrels around in the neighborhood, so, but I'll always, you know, I'll always honor those squirrels in my memory, you know. The day I turned into a squirrel murderer. The wood's real nice. No blood on it anymore. Oh boy. Anyway, now that that's over, I hope everybody's having a good day today, and, you know, as good as you can be. And I hope I'm getting these shots at least decent enough where someone can watch them if they want, you know. Not sure who that would be, but maybe there's somebody out there. Yeah, this stuff is soaking it up. Alright, I'm going to go around this bottom edge, and then I'll lay it on the dish strainer so I don't have to touch it after that, basically. Probably give me a better shot too, right? Won't be blocking your view with my hands and stuff. Yeah, that's soaking it right up. It's very dry wood. It's not gonna crack anymore. So I originally tried to fill the holes in this piece and to finish it that way. Initially I wanted to fill them with wood filler, and I did. I actually used, you can kind of make your own wood filler with some wood glue and some fine sawdust. So I did that, and it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it. So I kind of used the grinder to get a new fresh surface by grinding the wood filler on all that back off. And then I'm just going to kind of go with what we have here instead of trying to fill the holes. Just going to leave them as they is. Just leave them as they is, huh? Nothing wrong with some empty holes, huh? No, empty bug holes. Bug holes. Alright, so I got that bottom edge done there pretty much. I'm going to plop this up here. Like so. And now I can work with it just by spinning this around. See that? Isn't that amazing? Amazing what you can do with some trash, huh? Maybe that shot needs to go up a little bit though. Yeah. That's a little better, huh? Sorry about that. I'm trying here, you know. Higher than the handicapped. That's me. That's what I'm doing. And you see, one thing I'm worried about with these bug holes is inside of the bug holes, there's like a bunch of gritty, it's like gritty grains of bug poop, I think. I think that's basically what it is. It's what the bugs, it's what the worms leave behind after they eat through the wood. And I'm afraid that that is going to ruin this. And it might. You might be watching me destroy this thing. And if I do, that's totally fine. I'm alright with that, you know. Trying something out here. So, but I'm going to try to, I guess that's one of the reasons I'm using this stuff, is because it hardens up, right? And plus I can sand all that, if that stuff kind of, if that gritty worm poop comes out of the holes here, I can sand it off, and then for the next coat it should be sealed in there, right? This first coat should seal that grittiness in there, and then whatever, if any of the grittiness comes out on this first coat, I'll just sand it off for the next coat, right? That's what I keep telling myself, at least. You know, I'm a professional here. I totally know what I'm doing. But no, seriously, if anyone watching this knows something better or whatever, please fill me in. You know, let me know. Trying not to get that. Okay. Try to prop this up. Prop that up so you guys can see it, guys and gals. Oh yeah, that's soaking it right up there, huh? Wow, wow. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Alright. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It darkens it, but it doesn't get too dark, you know? I used boiled linseed oil on the last piece of sycamore, and it got a little too dark for me and yellowish. I mean, it still looks really good. Don't get me wrong. I obsess over things like that, you know, especially on my own carvings. I beat myself up a lot. And I think I should, you know. I don't show my carvings to many people, so I feel like I have to criticize myself a lot, right? Because even the people I do show it to, they're probably not going to tell me what they don't like about it, you know? I want them to. Maybe I should ask them. But either way, I guess being critical of myself maybe is a way to make up for not getting criticism from a large audience. I don't know. I'm just talking right now. Be surprised if anybody made it this far. Psych. Nah, this is a great channel. I'm going to have some improvements in the future. Working on a lot of stuff with this, so. And I'm learning all this stuff. And pour me another glass here. Oh yeah. Yeah, this stuff's soaking it up. This wood is very dry. Supposed to be getting some snow tonight here in central Pennsylvania. I'm excited. I really like snow. I really like snow. So I don't know if I'd want to live somewhere that it didn't snow. Oh man, I'm gonna jack this all up, aren't I? Let's get this here. Let's get this and that there. And get right in that crevice. That's what she said. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to add some excitement here, you know? See, I need to draw people to my channel, because who wants to watch this, right? I mean, you know, I would, but I'm a lunatic, so. No, I'm not trying to insult anyone who would watch this. I'm sorry. Anywho. What was I saying? Oh, I'm trying to think of how I can make this more of a more exciting thing here, but and all, you know, the intros and stuff. And I'm sure instead of talking, I could throw in some music, but I don't know. Just kind of, I'm going to do this and see what happens. See if anybody shows up. Maybe if not, then I'll switch it up. Or I got a short made. I made a short earlier too. I'm going to show you guys my wood kiln. Got a little video of that. Probably do some more videos about that too, because that was an interesting project. Yeah, see right here, this is going to be a lot of crusty stuff here. Or gritty stuff, I should say. Not crusty, gritty. So I'm going to try to just kind of go on fairly thick where all this gritty grits is. And I hope you can see that kind of. Then I'll give it a wipe. Trying to get it in there, in them holes, you know. I'm not too good at getting it in them holes, you see. Something I haven't been good at in my life. Ah, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the grittiness is coming out of them holes, but like I said, I'm just going to sand it off for next coat. And I think it'll be just fine, you know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Just gonna do it. Just shut up and do it, you know. Shut your trap. Just try it out. Ah, sorry. Shut your stinking trap and try it. That's what I wish I would have done for a lot of things in my life. I've spent a lot of time hesitating and thinking about doing things and wondering if I should do things. Eventually I kind of learned to... Well, actually, you know what? That wasn't all of the things, though. I would take risks when I was young. I would do those things without thinking. The risky, fun things, right? Which, of course, you know, that's what they're for. But then the things that I kind of should have been thinking about, or I should have been doing, instead of considering, I feel like I didn't do that stuff. Something like this, you know what I mean? Like I remember skateboarding a lot when I was in my teen years. And I always thought maybe I could become really good and, you know, do something with it, but I never did with that what I'm doing with this, which is just kind of going all out, balls to the wall, and not caring if I failed terribly, right? Now I was distracted by a lot of stuff too, but the point is, if I would have just tried my hardest instead of wondering if I could be good enough, you know, or being distracted, maybe something would have happened with it, you know what I mean? It's looking pretty good. I see a couple spots where I left it a little thick, but I think we'll be alright, you know? This is very dry wood, like I said. It's parched. It needs some H2O, man. You know? So if you're in Pennsylvania or in the Northeast somewhere, what do you think? How much snow do you think we're gonna get tonight? Seems like you can almost never tell around here. What do you think about that? It looks pretty good, huh? I'll pat myself on the back a little bit. Keep it under check, though. Okay, I think I got everything. Let me... Not in there. I didn't get in the bowl yet, though. I missed here, I think. Make sure I get this over here. And please let me know also if... Do I block the view too much with my hand? Is it watchable at all? You know, help me out here, really. That's what I'm asking for. What can I do to make you like the videos more, you know, or enjoy them more, if you enjoy them at all? Should I shut up more, maybe? My rambling probably gets annoying, but I figure if you want me to shut up, you'll just turn the channel off. Oh, let me turn this up here. Give you a view of this. Man, we used up some product though, huh? Wow, wow. Yeah, some of the crusties are coming out. That's alright, right? It's no problem. It's no problem. Let's pour a little more of our liquids here. That's probably good there. Alright, finish this one up for the day. Like I said, I have a short that I'm going to post maybe later tonight or early tomorrow. Check out my kiln. And nothing big, you know, just giving you a little view of the inside of the kiln. And like I said, I might do a little video about how I built it. I think I did a pretty dang good job, you know. Pretty darn tootin' good job, if I do say so myself. Now, I probably don't, it's probably not actually the exact way it should be though. I don't have a dehumidifier in it, which I know people don't always have, but I also don't have a vent hole. And what I've been doing is, see what happens in a kiln is you heat the substance up, or whatever it is, in this case wood, right? And in a wood kiln, the moisture inside the wood will leave the wood and, you know, be transferred into the air, right? Well, if you don't have a way to get the air out of that chamber, how's the wood then going to dry further? Because the air is going to be all moist, right? I think that's the idea. Anyway, what I've been doing is opening the door once or twice a day and letting some moisture out. So I don't know if that's sounds like it would work, right? I mean, it has worked. So I've dried wood in it and sterilized wood in it successfully. So, but anyway, if you are someone who knows how wood kilns are best optimized, please let me know. You know, this is me doing my own thing in a sense. I know how to, I know what temperatures need to happen for sterilization of the buggies. You know, I know that stuff. But there's some other things I'm curious about. So but it does work. My wood kiln works. It dries the wood. It sterilizes it. One of the things is I'm getting more cracking than I would like. That's one of the things. Is some of the larger pieces of wood are cracking, and then I have to just deal with that, which is fine, but you lose sections of the wood that you would maybe rather not. So I think we're about done here. I can't really see anything, you know, might be a couple dry spots here and there. Ah, there's some white. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, that's about it though. So I will be putting a second coat on this maybe later tonight. I'm usually up until pretty late doing this stuff, so might have that on video for you. Probably not. I'll probably do a video of something else, so it's not always the same stuff, right? Alright, anyway, hope you all have a good night, and please like and subscribe if you've made it this far, or dislike and unsubscribe. Anyway, see you later.